Talk to me about the culture between rugby and football. I remember I went to Twickenham one time, and I think I just got to England, and I actually had been down to Chelsea for a football match, and I was like, oh my gosh, these guys are passionate, is the right way of saying
Passionate,
it.
yeah.
Right? There was like an 8-year-old kid there, and his father was like, go on, you fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, you know. And then I went to the rugby match, and before the match, people turned behind each other, and they were like, good luck, you know. And I was just like, wow, this is such a different thing. And I forgot the quote, but you know, there's always what was the quote? You know, football's a gentleman's man played by...
They say football's a gentleman's game played by thugs, and rugby's the thugs game played by gentlemen, is the saying that they go to. I mean, I couldn't agree more with it. Fans-wise, it's a totally different atmosphere. I think I've been to a fair few football matches in my time. It's very hostile, very aggressive. I mean, I remember watching Chelsea versus Liverpool, and I was lucky enough to be in a box at the time, and I was looking down, and there was a part of the stand at Stamford Bridge, and all the Liverpool supporters were... Chelsea supporters there, and 99% of them on that side were facing the Chelsea box, the Liverpool sort of fans and officials swearing at them the whole game, and not watching the game, and they're much more interested in the chance. Now, I love the passion. I think football fans have a lot of passion. I think they make a lot of noise. I think they're fantastically supportive. Rugby fans very polite, often go quiet, which, you know,
too quiet sometimes.
I think too quiet. I personally think. I think what's happened in the world of social media and everything else, that we've forgotten that we're there to support the team. And everyone rushes to get on there and do a critique of your game and tell players directly the way they thought you were shit. When your one rule as a fan, and I remember because I was an avid rugby fan, is just cheer till your lungs can't, support the team and push them as hard as you can. By all means, have an opinion. You know, I used to have players that I didn't particularly like, and you might shout something, but never over the top. And I certainly wouldn't tweet the bloke afterwards, you're shit. Whereas now we live in a world where people come off they're much more interested in doing that. And with rugby, because they're polite and there's a lot of corporate people there, the volume goes up at times, but it's especially English kind of thing. It can be quite quiet. They're fantastic fans, and I wouldn't fault them, but sometimes they go a little bit quiet. And I think, you know, certainly the last 3 years though with English rugby, that's kind of changed. The fans are now got a lot louder, and it makes a massive difference to the players because, you know, say for example, Twickenham's a big place, and if there's 80,000 people and they're going quiet, you notice that.
Right.
You know?
How much is, say, home field advantage or a good crowd? I mean, can that win a game for you?
I think it does play part and parcel of it. I think people always say to me, you know, did you hear me shouting in the crowd? You know, my girlfriend always asks me, can you hear me cheering? I'm like, I always sometimes pay a bit of lip service to it, but I'm no love. I obviously can't. Some people you can obviously hear when you get to the touch lines, but when you play in something like the Millennium Stadium in Wales, when they closed the roof. So I remember I made my debut there, as you said in your intro, and I was 21. We were something like 8-5 behind. Not even 8-5, what was it, about 9-5 or something behind Wales, and we were 5 metres from the line, and the roof was closed, and the noise became so loud, it was like literally someone pushing down on you, and it's the first time that I've ever felt a crowd actually made a difference, like it was that intense. It was amazing, but it was like a fishbowl, you were stuck in it, and there was full of, you know, 80,000 mad Welsh fans just going mad, and it was incredible, and those are... You want to live and die by those kind of crowds. That's what you want to do. That's why you want to play. And if I think I had to play rugby in front of one man and his dog, I wouldn't do it. I love the game, but I don't love it that much. I don't like getting beaten up for you know, no sort of razzmatazz. That's why I love American sport. You know,
you like the performance aspect.
I love the performance aspect.
Right, and that really to know you're being watched gives you that extra.
Oh, 100%. That's why I love that in American college. 100,000, 60,000 people coming to watch. Yeah. That's like a dream. They're like showstoppers and showmen. You know, we go through hell, our bodies through hell, we put ourselves through, you know, we get paid well, but not in comparison to what footballers paid and everything else. And when we finish, we have to find another job. Plus the fact we've beaten to crap, we're all limping around. You know, we've got, obviously, I don't know what I'm going to be like when I'm 45, 50, but I don't imagine I'll be the, you know, spring chicken that I'm not even a spring chicken anymore, but that I was. So
does it frustrate you that that rugby players aren't paid more, that it's not more commercially viable compared to all the football stuff that you see?
Listen, I wish rugby was the number one sport. I think in terms of interest, I mean, obviously I'm biased. I think everything we offer in terms of accessibility, enjoyment for the fans, clean environment, good moral code, enjoyment, action, personality-wise, just ability for rugby players to articulate themselves and put. I mean, some obviously don't, but the majority of people can do a bit of a different cut. You know, we don't just come out with things like it's a game of two halves and the gaffer said this and the gaffer said that, kind of you see on with football. But the reason football players are paid what they are is because it's number one sport. Their skill level is incredible. Like when you see Premiership players at their best, there's such a big disparity between them and even like the division below. And then you see the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, Rooney, all those kind of people, and they're no one can do what they can do. And then you understand. But I would like to see rugby players paid more because, you know, to give up potentially 15, 16 years of your life to a job and then wake up one day and go, look, you've saved a bit, but you're going to have to go and find another job for the rest of your life and you might have, you know, injuries and stuff like that. I would like to see it more commercially, but unfortunately it's just isn't the case.
Right. To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonreelacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Reel, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonreelacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.